Hey guys, Greg here again. I am delighted by how many people are reaching out to me about our new Google My Business 3-pack offer. I keep getting the same questions. I thought the easiest way to answer everybody all at once would be to just shoot a quick video and show you. So here goes. Go out there and do some research and find out that the reason that you want to have Google calls from your Google My Business is because of the extremely high buyer intent. In fact, stats show that about 8 out of 10 calls from the Google My Business have a intention of buying. That's very valuable. It's different than any other kind of lead or advertising that you might get. Extremely high buyer intent. So now, what does that mean? So let's apply some numbers to that. So let's take a second and look at this client who I showed you on the last video. This is someone who is in the top of the Google map pack for the word chiropractor, and this is a time period between October and December, 3 months. And as you can see, they received 405 calls. Pretty good, especially when you consider that 8 out of 10 of those calls have a buying intent. Now, this chiropractor is in a small city of only about 100,000 people. So when one asks the question and says, is it worth it to get into the Google 3-pack? Here's how I would answer that. Let's look at another one of my clients who is not in the 3-pack, but they happen to be in Toronto. So Toronto isn't 100,000 people. Toronto is almost 3 million, 2.7 million or so. And this client, who's we do other work for, we don't do maps work for him, he received during that same time period only 93 calls. Now, if these were in the same city, that would be pretty impressive to get 405 calls instead of 93 calls. So if we could get this person here into the 3-pack, to say that they're going to just 4x their calls would probably be an understatement. So the real important thing is what is a new patient worth? I hear that question and I have that discussion every day with chiropractors, and the answer is usually it depends. It depends on a whole bunch of factors, what services they get, how often they come. But generally people tell me it's worth $1,000 to $3,000 to $4,000 lifetime. So when I found this article, we went with the lowest common denominator. A new patient can range from as low as $500 and upwards. So let's just be really conservative and use $500. And I want to show you a little bit of Google math. So let's just say how many calls you get now. Let's use our client from Toronto. They're getting roughly 100 calls a month. Okay. So again, it's really reasonable to think that they're going to get 4x, 5x, 6x, but let's just be conservative. Let's say they only get 3 times the increase in calls, which is pretty reasonable for probably anybody in any market. If you're not in the 3-pack, you get into the 3-pack, you're going to increase your calls by about 3x. We know that about 8 out of 10 calls have buyer intent. Let's be conservative, half of that. So 40% have buyer intent. Average lifetime value of a patient, some people it's 1,000, some people it's 5,000. Let's go with 500 because again, we're being conservative. So even if we're being conservative, by not being in the 3-pack, getting into the 3-pack and changing nothing else about your business will increase your business by no less than $60,000. What happens if you get $3,000 per patient? That changes things considerably. What happens if you 5x? Changes things even more. But again, we like to be conservative. We're going to say just 3x, and we're going to keep it down at 500. And still, it's no denying it. You want to get in the 3-pack if you can. If you haven't reached out to me and you want to take advantage of this opportunity, get a hold of me. We have to do an audit. We have to look at where you are. It only takes about 15 minutes. But if we can help you, we'll tell you we can. If we can't help you, we'll tell you that as well. So if we say we can help you, you're going to have these results. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye for now.